Hey y'all, welcome to the Shiitake podcast. We're here at the amazing Leaven kitchen here in Decatur, Georgia, where we're going to be coming at you weekly with news of the food world. We're going to do some interviews with some of our amazing members, some product demos, and we're going to be trying out some new and unique foods as well. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Please make sure you're liking our videos, subscribing to our channel if you haven't already done so. And if you're new here, welcome. Please join us every week. We'll be releasing a new podcast every Monday at 9 a.m. So please make sure that you're subscribed to our channel so you get an alert anytime a new one pops up. Like, subscribe, follow if you're not doing so already, and let's get things started. Hey y'all, welcome back to another new segment of our Shiitake podcast. Today we're actually going to dive into impossible foods, right? You've seen the impossible burgers, impossible meats. I think they have impossible chicken, everything impossible. And up to now, really their main focus was on that meat, Impossible Foods, the brand, right? And collaborations, so you may see them, around town in Atlanta at Slutty Vegan. I believe they use impossible meats. You see things like the Impossible Whopper at Burger King, all of the above, right? So that's typically their segment and what they've stayed in overall. But they're recently just announced that they are actually going to be launching a line of frozen foods. So they've partnered up with essentially a distributor, a developer of foods just in general called Golden West Food Group. And their plan is to launch in about 4,000 Walmarts nationwide and essentially have their entire line of products on the shelves by October. As we all know, we've been going through inflation, the economy is sort of up in the air right now, things are going on, and that has really caused a lot of families to go that frozen food route, and it sounds like Impossible Foods is sort of just trying to capitalize on that, right? So really what they're gonna do is they're gonna have their plant-based products in a frozen food entree, impossible bowls. They're going to be single serve frozen meals and come in 8 different varieties. And really the plan there is that they're ready in like 5 minutes or less. So it sounds like it's just going to be your typical frozen food fare, right? Kind of like your Hungry Man's and your banquet meals and the like, healthy choice, right? So sort of along those same lines. But instead of it being, sort of your regular meat products, it's going to be that impossible meat. And they're going to fold that right in. Another part of that too that I thought was pretty interesting is that their bowls, right? They're going to come out with some sweet and sour, some pork teriyaki. I personally have never tried the impossible meat, not for any particular reason at all. Just have never bothered. But I think it's pretty interesting that it's, they're trying to cater to all these different markets and all these different tastes. I personally actually tried for the first time ever, it was a taquito, right? From a Leaven member that was made out of, what is that fruit called? It was plant-based and it was delicious. It still had all the seasonings. It still had, that taste and sort of that texture that you look for. Jackfruit, that's the word I'm looking for. So hit up Family's Favorite Foods. Plug one of our 11 members there. He made some fantastic taquitos that were really good. So that sort of opened me up. Maybe I should try some of these other foods, some of these other alternatives. Because generally they tend to be a little bit better for you, right? It's just one of those things. I'm a big boy though. I like me some meat just in general. But just thought it was a pretty interesting thing that Impossible Foods is sort of going that route as well. They're going to try and get into your kitchen, not only with the meats and the beef patties and things like that you've been getting now, but also here soon at your Walmarts, you'll be able to find them in that frozen food section.
Hey guys, it's Ash and I'm here again with Leaven Kitchen for another Shiitake podcast. I'm here with another amazing Leaven member, Anissa Lewis with Unsolicited Cooking. Hi Anissa, how are you today?
I'm good. Busy, but good.
You're always busy. I see you all the time. You're a busy bee. You are amazing. I see you working very hard. Tell everybody who you are and then a little bit about your business and how you got started.
Okay, well, I'm Anissa Lewis. My business is Unsolicited Cooking, and I do a lot of things. I thought about just like writing it down so I can remember, but let's see. I am, first and foremost, I am a chef. I'm a personal chef. I cook for a preschool.
Okay.
I cook for people who just want, one-time meal services, or if they need meal prep, I do that. I work for community farmers markets.
Awesome.
I teach like the demos at the farmers market. I teach cooking classes. What else do I do?
Yeah, you have a busy schedule.
Yeah, I have a busy schedule. I'm getting into like retreats and things like that. I'm a busy girl, but I started. It's because this is the job that I wanted my mom to do.
Really?
Yes.
Explain that.
Well, my mom was a master gardener.
Okay.
She taught cooking classes.
Okay.
She taught soap making classes, canning, all of that. But she worked for an extension office, And I was just like, why don't you start your own business? You could do this. Like, this is something you can do. And I didn't realize that I was talking to myself. And my mom, she has passed, but during the pandemic, like during the shutdown rather, I was sitting around not doing anything like everybody else, making bread, And I thought about it and I was like, I could do that job that I made up for my mom. And so I took a few business classes because I wasn't doing anything. So I was just like, I'm going to take these business classes with Operation Hope. They were free. And I just built this business in my head. And I was just like, I could just do this. And I just bought the LLC. And actually, before that, I was curious about Leaven. As soon as I heard Leaven was opening, I was like, I gotta go see it. And they were having like tours and everything. So I was like, I wasn't doing anything. And I came in and I was just like, this is amazing. I wanna be a part of this. So when I was building my business, I was like, I'm going to Leaven.
Awesome.
That's where I'm going. And it just started because I wanted to teach cooking classes.
Gotcha.
Online. That's it. That's all.
So the shared kitchen experience. I feel like here at Leaven Kitchen, it's a little bit more than just a shared kitchen because you guys have the opportunity to, utilize the resource area, utilize the classroom, like you said, to teach classes and things like that. What has your experience been like, and how much easier I feel like would it be to operate out of a shared kitchen versus trying to, really do a storefront if, this is the option that you prefer? Right.
The shared kitchen experience has been really great for me, because I get to talk to a lot of other business owners. They give me stellar advice.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I
get a lot of advice from them, and I'm not even a chef.
Right. Like Lauren, Janice, I've known her for years, and I saw her up in here when I did the tour, and I was like, I want to be here because Lauren is up in here. And sometimes I'm just frustrated, and she'll pull me aside and she'll tell me, this is what you should do. And I'm like, you're a smart lady. And then some other people I talk to, we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Like, we all want our businesses to thrive. We all want to help other people. We all like to be in a communal space. And I think that's my experience.
Yeah, I feel like it's great for networking too.
Yeah.
You guys have the opportunity to, like, say for instance, you have people that can come in and pick up orders, right? If I'm here and I have a business and you have customers come in, then now they know, what I do, so it's a lot of cross promoting, I feel like, as well.
Yeah.
So, which is also good for branding. So, talk to me about the name of your company. How did you come up with that? It's very interesting.
That is hilarious because
also condolences to for your mom.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I came up with Unsolicited Cooking because every Thanksgiving, I just tell people what they need to make. It's not like you should make this because what you're making is
last
not
year
good.
was trash.
It was trash. I threw it away. No, it's just like people are like, oh, I don't know what to make, and I give them suggestions. And they were following it. Yeah, they were following it, and then they would like send me a message or call me and be like, that worked. What else? And so I started a blog, and I was like, what should I call it? And my friend Pam, she told me, she was like, unsolicited cooking. You're always giving unsolicited cooking advice. And I was like, you're right.
I love that, though. It's so cute.
But
it's so cute.
Yeah, but I'm not one of those people that gives you unsolicited advice to make you feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, you should do this because this is how it works. It works. And that's
What do you think about the importance of pairing the right foods?
Oh, I've already done like wine pairings and everything this year.
Really?
I love pairing foods. That is one of the things that kind of gets me going, you know, especially wine and beer.
Yeah.
With food.
I love beer. Some people don't like beer. I used to work at a brewery.
Did you?
And I got to learn like all the aspects of beer. We got to taste like all these different beers. One day is like 50 different beers and learn about darks and lights and lagers and all of that. And it was really cool. It was interesting. And I kind of grew. It's like one of those acquired tastes, I feel like.
It is.
Like if you don't like it, you just don't like it. But eventually over time you may grow to. That's how I was. Like the first time I tasted it, I was like, oh, that's disgusting. But over time it became a thing. So I actually prefer beer over wine.
It depends on what I'm eating, but I think that it's more interesting to pair beer because of what you just said. People are like, oh, well, I don't like the taste. And I'm like, well, usually
Of
what I
that
say
kind.
of that kind. And usually I'm like, well, what do you like to eat? And then they're like, well, I like to eat X, Y, Z. And I'm like, well, this is what you should drink.
With
and then
that.
they're usually like, oh my God,
And
I
people
like
don't
this.
even know, like we learned that, of course, like when you work at a brewery, they're going to teach you what beers you pair or recommend if they order certain items or whatever. But a lot of people don't even know that.
Right.
Like people really order, I feel like, drinks off of just their preference of what they drink. Like
yeah, or
if
what
you
they
just
drank
like
in
Hennessy,
college.
it's like I just like Hennessy, or I just like vodka, or you know, that type of thing. So it's like, but I definitely feel like pairing it with the right things are very important.
Yeah, and it's like tailoring it to people's taste. I was just like at the school that I cook for, and I was just like, the kids, they don't like couscous, and I'm like, first of all, why? But
Explain to me what that is.
couscous, it's like a pasta almost.
Oh, okay.
Like those little balls of like pasta, and I cook them usually Iranian couscous, and what I did not realize is they don't like it, and I was just giving it to them, and I was like, okay, let's tailor this to their taste. So they put it in the freezer, and I'm like, we're gonna fix this.
Yeah.
You know, I guarantee they're gonna like it.
Okay.
I guarantee it. And as long as people tell me what they like and what they don't like, I can usually pair it.
Right, correctly.
Correct. Yeah, I correct it. I'll correct it because you know that's another unsolicited thing. Like I'm like, oh, you think you don't like that? Cool.
Let me give it to you
fix
this way.
Let me fix this for
I'll
you.
give it to you this way. You might like
Right.
it.
And if you don't like it, I get it.
Right.
That's fine.
How challenging must it be to cook for kids?
It's pretty challenging because I have to kind of go like back off the spices because I'm a seasoning heavy person.
Yeah,
Somebody looked at me one day when I cooked a lunch for them and like, you like seasonings, and I'm like, you bet
You bet I do.
bet I do. And yeah, but I have to back off on the seasoning and rely more on like taste that I know kids like. Like they love tomatoes. Of course they love tomatoes. Like tomato sauces. They love cheese. And at first I was like, am I giving them too much cheese? And I'm not.
I'm not. It's okay.
I'm not. But yeah, it's challenging. But what they told me one day, and I always go back to this because it makes me feel good, is like they said, the kids aren't throwing the food on the floor.
That's a good thing.
And that's a good thing. And I was like, you mean they're eating all of it? And it's not, except for the couscous.
Yeah,
which
except
I was
for
like,
that.
I just found that out 20 minutes ago.
Well, couscous is going to be corrected, okay?
Yeah,
we're
we're
going
gonna fix it.
Do I happen to just, in my vision from the recipe gods, see a recipe book coming from Unsolicited Cooking?
People ask me that all the time. I probably am gonna write a recipe book because I have a lot of, they're on my blog. I always post them on there. I give them away for free, except for there's a few select that I won't give away.
Yeah.
You know,
Overall.
you gotta keep grandma's recipes.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I give my recipes away. I'm like, you deserve to have something good or have something simple that you can make good to you. So
That's awesome. So before we wrap this up, I heard that you make a banging carrot cake.
oh, my carrot cake is best.
Talk to us about that, and how can they get that from you?
Well, they can send me an email at Anissa@unsolicitedcooking.com.
I also heard something about some muffins that you glaze or some
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
you do too.
Those are gone. Those are gone. Like the person who bought them from me,
He was extremely excited. I heard him say that one won't make it home.
Yeah,
I heard that comment. That must mean that they're very good.
It didn't make it home. It did not. But no, my carrot cake's actually my 5-spice carrot cake with cream cheese, almond icing, and pecans and candied ginger. I sell out most weeks on the small ones, and the people order the double layer cake that I usually make. My mom used to make me carrot cake when I was a little kid, and I always liked it. And I started making them a long time ago, and I just tailored this recipe to the spices that I like.
And it hit.
It hit. It just hits. It just does.
That's good.
I try not to make them at my age.
Means you have unsolicited taste buds too.
Maybe.
You're too funny. Anissa, tell everybody how they can find you, how they can keep up with you, learn more, and possibly shop with you.
Okay. Well, you could usually find me at one of the community farmers markets, either at Oakhurst or Grant Park on either Saturday or Sunday mornings. But you can email me at anissa@unsolicitedcooking.com. My website is unsolicitedcooking.com. The blog is there. You can actually email me on the blog or message me there. I have a Twitter, but I just don't.
You don't use it?
I don't use it. Yeah. I need to be better about that, but I was never. But it's Unsolicited Cook. And then Instagram, I'm pretty active on Instagram. That's Unsolicited Cooking. So I get a lot of just inquiries on either Instagram or Facebook. But my Facebook is just Anissa Lewis. I get a lot. People are like, "What are you
people
posting?"
Know you cook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've got most of the stuff's coming from that.
Well, guys, it's been another amazing podcast episode here at Leaven Kitchen for Talk Shiitake. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys continue to tune in. Of course, hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you are in need of a shared kitchen space, make sure you reach out to us for a tour. We're located in Decatur at 215 Laredo Drive. You can also catch us online, www.leavenkitchen.com, or find our Instagram at Leaven_kitchen. My name is Ash, and I'll be signing out, guys.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Talk Shiitake podcast here with Ash. We're here to try some more food, some more goods around the city of Atlanta, and this time we're actually going local. So there are a few donut spots around town. I'm new to Atlanta. I've only been here a couple years, and I think you're fairly new to here too. But I heard about Revolution Donuts. I think I've had one of their donuts. I've never, I guess, bothered to stop. Krispy Kreme is like right down the street from the house, so that's usually where I hit up. But I actually just wanted to try some of them locally. Hero is another one. They're over in Summerhill. I think Revolution is in a couple spots around town. That's sort of the fancy ones. And then I heard about this hole-in-the-wall spot with their grease logo.
That's one I want to try. It looks like a good donut.
It's called Happy Donuts. It's over off of Moreland and I-20, literally right there on the corner. But sweet dude that was running the counter, again, just sort of a random hole-in-the-wall place. But we'll try them, see how they are. What we have here, Ash, is, so go ahead and grab that guy out of there. So I got two different kinds at each place. So we have I'm gonna grab one of those.
Oh.
So we have glazed and a sugar from each place. So we'll go ahead and start here. Again, this is Happy Donuts. Again, sort of a hole in the wall. Are you a big donut person?
I love donuts, but after today, I may not be able to eat them for months. These look I'm
more of a savory person for breakfast.
Are you?
If it's a quick thing, I'll grab a donut hole, stuff like that. Again, I usually like them with a nice cold glass of milk. More of a glazed guy, personally.
I don't think that I necessarily prefer them for breakfast, but I like them as a snack.
Right. Growing up, my mom worked in Texas, in Amarillo, Texas, where I grew up. My mom worked at a place called the Donut Stop. So I was lucky enough to, whenever we had like a Halloween theme at school, she would bring like the Halloween themed donuts and things like that. So
you were the cool kid.
I was the cool kid. Yep. It was either tacos or donuts, because mom worked at the donut shop. So what do you think of the glaze?
It's really dry.
Yeah, it looks kind of
It's
okay.
a little dry for my tasting. Sorry.
Yeah. I
prefer my donuts really soft and moist.
It's not bad. I would probably compare it to like something you can get like at a Publix or a Walmart.
Yeah.
Not terrible, not great. It's okay.
I'm not a big sugar donut person.
Is it one of those? Is this a cake donut? Would you say? Is that
This or that one?
this one?
I think it's more like a cake glaze. That's what it gives me, that type of a vibe. The texture of it is like cake, but they glazed it.
So the sugar seems a little softer.
I think it's not, yeah, it does.
Not a ton of sugar on there. It's okay. I mean,
It's all right. It's a little dry.
Not a lot of flavor in there. Basic donut, not bad, not good. So Happy Donuts, they're
Not so
all right.
happy.
I probably won't stop there again, to be honest with you. But hey, if you're in the area off of Moreland Ave, I think Moreland and something, right by the public library there, that Fulton Public Library. But again, they're okay. So Revolution Donuts, what comes to mind for me is uppity. It's one of those places, kind of like those cool places to go. I would say it's kind of like a local Starbucks,
Like a
but donuts. I hear good things. I've tried some of their donuts. Again, I'm more of a basic donut guy. Usually when people bring me donuts, I think a lot of people like frosted and stuff like that. That's just not me. So I've never tried. So same thing here. We got a sugar. I think this is a cinnamon sugar donut.
It looks like it.
And then we also have it's not a glazed. I think it's a glaze, but I think it's like vanilla bean something glaze on there. So go ahead and grab that one. This one's considerably bigger.
It's really big.
It's a fluffy boy.
And soft. This is a happy donut.
Yeah. He's a little bit more happy than
Oh
the
my
other one.
God, that is a glazed donut.
And then you have
That looks
this
delicious.
it's glazed, but I think what they marketed as vanilla bean.
Vanilla bean.
So yeah, go ahead and stab right in here. Again, Revolution Donuts. There's one here, close to 11, or fairly close to 11, over on West College Ave in Decatur. And I think there's one sort of close to Midtown. But I'm gonna try
Half just in case I want to see it.
the vanilla bean one here.
Me too.
It's definitely a big donut. A nice thick boy. So you're not a donut in the morning type of person?
I don't know who can eat a whole donut like this. Like, 2 of them? I'm not a big donut
It's okay.
person in the morning. But I would eat it as a snack. I would eat it, just randomly when I have a good pastry craving throughout the day.
For some reason, my brain is wired that if it's a breakfast food, I only really like it at breakfast. I'm not a big fan. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of breakfast foods anytime but breakfast. Like last night, occasionally my wife and kids will ask, can we make breakfast for dinner? And I usually eat something else when I do it. So I made them pancakes, breakfast sausage, all of that. But I ate I think I ate some barbecue.
I'm the exact same way.
Pulled pork, things like that. I'm just not a fan of breakfast foods unless it's morning. So this one,
But it's pretty good.
yeah, it's not bad. A little bit on the thicker side.
It's very
Again,
thick.
it's okay. I think what's missing for me is probably, again, some milk. I'm partial to the milk. But another thick boy, this one is cinnamon sugar. So not quite just sugar, but cinnamon and sugar.
And lots of it. It's stuck on my lips.
Yeah, that cinnamon hits you right away.
Definitely does.
Yeah, that's definitely it's a good donut, for sure. Again, very thick, kind of airy. But not bad.
It's not bad.
It's definitely a little happier than the Happy Donut.
Yeah, I like it a little better. It's just a little too thick for my tasting. I think, I don't know, I like them thick and I like them soft, but not that thick. That's like a
That's very,
burger thick.
That's a lot of donut.
It is.
Again, I guess it's not a bad thing if you like a lot of food for what you're paying, right? But not bad.
I like the vanilla bean better.
Again, I've had a Revolution donut before. Have you had them before?
No, but I like the packaging.
Where do you usually go for donuts?
Publix.
Same. I just like it's a little 6-pack or the
Yep.
dozen. Not
And their
super
donuts
expensive.
are really good to me. I like them.
Krispy
They're
Kreme.
glazed.
We used to go to Krispy Kreme a lot. So we lived in Omaha for a while, Omaha, Nebraska. Krispy Kreme there, and it was just a simple. I like when they're hot. I like when the hot sign
They
is
have
on.
a weird taste.
I like them. I like
They're
them
very
a lot.
distinct. Their taste
Yeah.
for their donuts. I don't know. I've
Very
never
unique
been a
for sure.
big Krispy Kreme fan.
So yeah, Revolution Donuts. I like their packaging. Looks like they're open 7 days a week. They have next day pickup that you can do, all of that good stuff. And they're available, oh, it's right on the package. They're available on West College and also in Edgewood, on Edgewood Ave, 745 Edgewood. So hit them up. Good donuts for sure as well.
Really big. You like big donuts.
And then finally we have Hero Donuts and Buns is what their spot is called. And they're over in Summerhill, right by Turner Field, right by the stadium.
Hero.
So this, right off the bat, these definitely look a little different. Look a lot lighter. I did get their glaze, and also I think this one's cinnamon sugar as well. So let's see what.
Oh, I
Smaller
like the
donuts
texture,
that are more of a basic, basic style, basic size rather. And then the same thing here with their. And then one thing I've started noticing because I wasn't in food before I started here at Leaven. I did a lot of retail and things like that, but you can sort of see like the marks from probably the cooling rack. You just start noticing those small weird one-off things that aren't relevant to anything, but for some reason my brain was like, oh look, they're cooling them on racks like it's cool or something. But what do you think?
It's okay. I think that one is softer.
Very sweet.
It's very sweet. That one is softer, but too doughy. But if it was that soft with that glaze, I feel like it would be a bit different. But it's okay.
Definitely, yeah, you're right. Harder texture.
Just a little bit.
But not bad. I mean, in fairness, we got them a few hours ago. They were probably different when they were fresh, right?
True.
But not bad. Personally, taste-wise, I think that one, taste-wise, even though it's sweeter, is probably a little bit better than the other two we've tried so far.
I agree. Let's see about this one, guys.
Do you bake at home?
Every now and then. Naja's more of a baker than me. My daughter. She likes to bake. That one is, gives me the vibe of a churro.
I was trying to think of
That's what it gives me the vibe of.
That initial.
Or even like those cinnamon twists at Taco Bell. It kind of gives me that taste.
Yeah. Not bad. I'm not big on sugar donuts.
Me either.
It's okay. Overall, all three of them were decent. Were pretty good. You're not going to be disappointed if you hit them up. Let's see, my least favorite was the Happy. I'd say my favorite flavor overall was probably the Hero glazed. Revolution, good donut overall too. So
yeah, my favorite probably is going to be the Revolution Vanilla Bean.
Yeah,
I think that one was my favorite.
So Hero, definitely hit them up as well. They're right, they're in Summerhill, right by Turner Field. You can actually pre-order all of these, which is nice. So I was able to go in and just pick up, which is great. I love being able to order, and it's the convenience factor for me.
Yeah.
It's the least amount I have to talk to people out in public. If I don't have to talk to you, I don't want to. So I'm gonna order it. The best thing that happened to me was when you could start ordering pizza and stuff online. And you didn't have to call in and say, are you guys open? Well, we answer the phone. Of course we're open, right?
Yeah.
So again, I'm a big fan of ordering everything online, and actually all three of these you can order online. And again, we talked about Happy Donuts and Unhappy, and they weren't that great. They were okay, but the gentleman that served me was great. The customer service part, I think, is super important.
Yeah,
so he was great. He came out, really sweet guy. It was funny because his little machine was a tap to pay, and apparently he just got it, and he was super excited to be able to just tap the card on the machine, like for Apple Pay, and do his thing. But
that's cool.
Definitely go hit up Happy Donuts. Again, they're located off of Moreland, right by I-20. Revolution has two spots, one in Edgewood, one in Decatur, and then Hero located over in Summerhill. So been another In the Kitchen with Fern and Ash segment here on the Shiitake podcast. Hit us back next week. We're gonna try, what are we gonna try? I think Ash is going to blind taste test some drinks and see if she can figure out what's in it. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. We'll be back, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
This has been another episode of the Talk Shiitake podcast. I thank you guys for joining us. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out all the info in our info section or in the About Me section of this video, right? We'll have links there talking about all the products we just talked about today, linking you also to our amazing Leaven members. Thank you so much to our Leaven member of the day today for joining us, having a conversation with Ash. So that's really what it's all about. So make sure you're coming back every week to join us here at Leaven Kitchen for our Talk Shiitake podcast. We're going over news, we're going over some food reviews, we're looking at food, tasting food, which is probably my favorite part, and we're spotlighting our Leaven members. So come back and see us.